So,
let's say she did a one night stand. That shit happens. A one night stand, and then she meets you, and y'all start kicking it.
yeah.
And then she was pregnant. Man, so I remember when I used to work over here at this place, right? I'm not even gonna say the place because if I say the place, people know who I'm talking about. So I'm just leave it at
that. Sometimes that's best.
They still gonna know who I'm talking about. But anyway, you will only know the person if you know the person, right?
Yeah.
But the funny thing was I used to work with this guy. And this chick, we was pretty new over here at this building that they had just put us at. And the guy had ended up dating the chick that she kind of came on to him. She was into him. He really wasn't even paying her any mind, but she liked him. So she went after what she wanted. Come to find out, while they was dating, she was already pregnant with another man's baby.
Oh. So I'm assuming she wasn't showing.
No, she wasn't showing because she didn't even know she was pregnant when they started talking and stuff.
Okay.
So when they started talking, she was look like normal. They chilling, hanging out or whatever and this. And then she ended up already pregnant with some man's baby before they actually finished their while they was going with their relationship. And he actually stuck around, and the kid now, probably a few years old now, pretty older now. I can't say the age because then people would know who I'm talking about.
Giveaway.
But
Yo.
But I thought it was kind of funny because I also I watch YouTube a lot, and so on one of these shows it was talking about this girl who was out here still dating, and she's pregnant. She's 7 months pregnant, and she's looking for a good guy. And I was just laughing because I was like, well, I knew someone who was in a similar situation as that. But I don't know, how would you react if you found out a woman that you was dating was pregnant by another dude?
A woman that I'm dating pregnant by another dude. Well, I can tell you that I probably won't be cool with it.
Why wouldn't you be cool with it? I mean, you didn't know her. She just, you can get pregnant anytime. And then you don't even know.
Is it just somebody that I'm dating too? I probably am seeing other people as well, or is it?
No. I'm saying y'all start dating, you start taking her serious.
Okay.
Cause it don't take a lot for you to start taking. How she's not taking you serious?
That's the question.
Because she didn't have to meet you when she got pregnant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. She didn't have to.
She could have got pregnant before she
met you.
Oh, okay, then yeah. If that's the case, then but how would you really know? How would you know? Because if she doesn't know, she's not really gonna know till she either starts showing or she starts having symptoms. So
let's say she did a one night stand. That shit happens. A one night stand, and then she meets you, and y'all start kicking it.
Yeah.
And then she was pregnant.
It's around the same time. No.
That could happen, bro.
No fault in that, yeah.
She didn't mean to get pregnant. It just happened.
There's no need to get mad about that.
So what would you do? Would you stick with her? If she's a good woman and she has the child, would you stick with her? And raise the child like it's your own?
Well, it kind of seems like we probably wouldn't have been in a serious relationship.
Why wouldn't you?
Because if she got pregnant around, if she slept with somebody else about the same time that she's...
You keep putting yourself as the problem is what you do. If she got sex before she met you...
Exactly, but...
And was pregnant...
You only have 9 months within that period of time.
But that doesn't mean she didn't meet you within a 2-week span of her getting pregnant.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you're in a serious relationship with her. Because you haven't.
In about 3 months, some women don't even show until they 5 or 7 months.
5 or 7 months. I know. Some few people
some show
6 weeks.
Some show in 6 weeks. How much is 6 weeks? That's a month and a half.
Yeah.
You could have been dating her in a month and felt like you were serious about this person and found out she was pregnant.
You'd be hurt, but it wouldn't be one of those things where you feel like you have to fully commit to her.
But I'm saying,
I wouldn't.
But
Feel
what
like
I'm saying is,
commit.
you have some people who don't really realize, because you can still have periods and be pregnant.
Yeah. Long story short, I know I say that a lot, but long story short, if it ain't mine and I wasn't able to tell him, we've only been at it for like a few months. I'm sorry, I'm gone. Like
you out?
I'm out.
What if she a good woman?
If she's a good woman and everything, then that's
and
great.
she didn't know she was pregnant. Like you gonna hold that against her?
I'm not gonna hold it against her.
I mean, you kind of is, because you saying, "Hey, well, it ain't my responsibility. We not that serious. Bye."
Well, yeah, but
that's what you just said.
It's not necessarily that I'm holding that against her, because she didn't necessarily mean for it to happen either. If she meant for it to happen and she like set me up like that, then I would hold it against her.
Why would she set you up like that for you to take care of?
I know, she'd be crazy if she did. That's
but
what
I'm
I
just
would say. That's the only reason why I would feel like that. But
like I say, the guy who I know who it happened to, that situation happened to, they have a great relationship. She's a wonderful person. Yeah. They have a wonderful marriage and things like that.
That's good.
But I'm just saying, like, that's kind of, if she checked all the boxes of the type of woman that you want, you saying that you're going to leave anyway. That's crazy.
But she's pregnant by another dude.
But you didn't know she was pregnant, and you was already in a relationship with her.
We've had these conversations. Like, we've had these conversations of, like, the whole... If like the claiming the kid thing and taking care of like somebody else's kid, like I understand. Like I would be more inclined to take care of somebody's, like if she already had the kid and I met her and she already had a kid.
What is the difference?
I'd be more inclined to do.
What is the difference?
The difference, I guess, I guess the difference would be I would know what I'm getting myself into versus...
You don't know. Yeah. Period. You don't know what you're getting into.
You would at least expect her to have a kid. Like when you got with her, you didn't expect her to have a kid. That could change your perspective. It could change how you see her.
Why would it change? See that? I'm just what I'm asking. Now, I agree with you.
Because it changes the situation.
I agree with you. I mean...
And people,
it doesn't because it wasn't like she went out there purposely to get pregnant. No, she went out there and got pregnant.
She didn't do it on purpose.
Let's say she had a one-night stand before she met you. I'm just giving it a scenario.
Okay.
If she did a one-night stand and got pregnant and then she met you, and then in your relationships 3 months down the road, let's say 3 months, she finds out that she's pregnant. Because it doesn't show that quickly in everybody. Some women look like they've never been pregnant. You know what I mean? So let's say 3 months down the road, y'all are having a wonderful relationship. Y'all are in love. And she goes and does a checkup and she finds out that she's pregnant. What is your reaction at that point? You're in love with this woman. You love this woman and you plan on like actually making her your wife. This is what you're thinking.
To the most extreme level possible.
I'm just asking.
So within a few months, this is my wife.
You know how many dudes meet women and just get married?
Oh yeah, believe me, I know.
Exactly.
Believe me.
Exactly.
I know.
So what I'm saying is, if you know people who do this,
all right, baby,
and you
6
know,
months,
and you
you're
know,
my wife.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
we all know people who done it. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, it's very common.
So what I'm asking is, if she came to you and said, "Hey, baby, I'm pregnant. I'm sorry. I didn't know this is what it was." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Because you are willing to show a little more grace. You're willing to forgive a little bit more. But me personally, I would be thinking from a perspective of, am I ready to have a kid? If it's not my kid and I'm not ready, I'm gone. If I feel like stepping up and I feel like, okay, I could have a kid right now, and this girl does check off everything that I'm looking for, then yeah, I will stay. But if I'm not ready for that shit and it's not my kid, I'm out.
You could think you're ready for it at any time and not be ready.
Yeah.
Because just having kids, period, is a crazy thing.
Yeah. I don't think you're ever really ready. It's one of those,
I think you can be though.
How?
At least financially. You could be financially ready for a kid.
Okay.
And you could be mentally ready for him. But you really, to be honest, in my opinion, I know this is a little bit off topic, but I think that anyone can prepare themselves for anything that they want to be prepared for. Now, there's going to be obstacles and different variations of what happens throughout the years because you can't dictate that. But you can dictate, like, financially, if you're in a stable place, if you're in a stable place mentally, things like that, things that you can control.
Yeah.
The things that you can't control, you just got to kind of deal with it for what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I will say, man, that's harsh, Jake. I mean, I do get where you're coming from because if a woman came to me, because I think at that time when it happened that I knew about this guy, I was like, oh, really? He continue to date her. And now that she has a child, she's, grown a little bit, you know what I mean? He treats her as his own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's really commendable that he's done that.
Yeah.
But how many women would actually do that for a dude?
Take on their kid?
Take on a guy who just got another woman pregnant and didn't know.
Oh yeah, that ain't happening. They're gone.
I can't say that because there's so many women that stick in relationships with dudes that have babies. Women stick around more than dudes do. Dudes don't really like the whole ideal of taking care of somebody else's kid.
Yeah. No.
I mean, it sounds kind of messed up. A dude, like you said, if she already has a child and the child is already born, it's more acceptable for the dude to come in and be in that situation.
Well, it's just expected.
But
you just expect it. Like, it's just something.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's more acceptable for the simple fact because you coming in and she already has a child.
Yeah.
Versus the child is still a seed in her body, and you like, oh, so you finna go through the whole pregnancy thing.
Yeah, and then you go through the whole scare of it being yours, and then you find out it's not, and then you're like, what do I do? And then it's the whole like what if and woulda, shoulda, coulda, and all that bullshit. So
if they already there, it's not your kid, so you ain't gotta treat them right.
If I'm ready to have a kid, I can honestly say that I would take it on. But if I'm not ready and it's not my kid, I wouldn't feel responsible for it.
How would you feel like you're ready?
Almost if that's something I was already going for. If I was already expecting to have a kid with that person, or already kind of like not necessarily expected it, but just if it happened,
So we could safely say you wouldn't date a woman that's pregnant.
No. And I'm not into the whole like pregnant leaky nipple fetish thing either. Like, I'm not into the whole like chicks that have like.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna talk about, the leaky
Bro,
breath.
some people are into that. Some people are into the pregnant chicks and the leaky nipples and all that shit.
I didn't even ask for that part. You know what I mean? He just added that. Yeah, that's the type of guy he is.
I mean, it's the reality with pregnant chicks. They got leaky nipples.
Not until they have the baby.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess technically they wouldn't be pregnant then, would they? You're right. I guess you're right.
Yeah, they nipples don't leak until after they have the baby. Because that's when the milk develops.
That's a good point.
But, now I'm being technical.
Yeah. But they got a lot of gas when they're pregnant,
What? How you know they have a lot of gas, bro?
I've been around some pregnant chicks. They got gas.
They got gas.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I say, man, it is what it is. That dude there funny, man. Did it stop?
Yeah, I guess we're stopped.
I guess so.
Well, that's our show.
That'll do it. Even though he's over here telling me he ain't dating no woman pregnant with leaky nipples. But you know who I am. Man, my nose is itching right now, man. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Got to get that fixed. But you know who I am. I'm Kel.
And I'm Jake.
And you have been kicking it with Kel and Jake. Holla back at you next time, people. See ya. Peace.